Today, what I wanted to go over is why would an investor choose an interest-only loan versus a principal and interest loan, or in other countries, people might call it an amortized loan. My name is Thomas O'Regan, and I have an 11 property portfolio between me and my wife, which is a property portfolio that we've built in a time period of 3.5 years. So I know a bit about investing in property. Now, this is just a basic question, so I just wanted to go over it today. But it's very important. It's one of the fundamentals, it's one of the things that as an investor you should definitely understand. And what you should understand about investing in property is all the capital you have, you should be, if you're in the accumulation phase of your property portfolio, you should be deriving all that capital to be acquiring more property and building your asset base larger and larger. So if you have a choice between an interest-only loan and a principal and interest loan, as an investor, as a rule, always choose interest only, because that means you have more capital, you have more money to deploy into buying more properties whenever you like. And I'm just going to get into a bit more details around principal and interest. Some people may think, yeah, okay, but if I'm paying off my home, or if I'm paying off my investment property by paying principal and interest or amortizing my loan, so I'm paying a little bit extra of my own money to reduce the mortgage, won't I be better off in the end? And won't I have access to that equity anyway when I choose? And the answer is maybe. But the reality is, if you want to access that equity that you're paying into your mortgage to reduce the loan on the principal and interest amount, you actually have to apply to the bank to get access to that equity. So your personal circumstances can change. So that could mean, for whatever reason, and there is many, many, many reasons, you may not be able to get access to that equity. So investors, people that invest in property, do the best practice. It's best practice when accumulating and building a property portfolio to go interest only. And the reality is, even if you go interest only, you can choose to set up an offset account, and you put all your extra money into that offset account that you would have put into your principal repayments, and that will actually reduce the amount of interest you have to pay on your loan. Additionally, with principal or amortized payments, there is no tax deduction. And I don't really get into tax. I'm not really interested in saving money in tax. I'm just interested, as an investor, my primary focus is just to make as much money as possible, get the largest asset base as possible. The tax advantages are just a secondary thought, but I just thought I'd mention it here. Your principal payments are not tax deductible. So what that means is, say if you have a mortgage and you pay interest payments, and say, just for argument's sake, you're paying $20,000 in interest payments per year, interest only, that 20 grand is tax deductible, which is great. It's a little bit of money back in your pocket at the end of the year. When you compare it to principal payments or amortized payments, where you're just paying your own money to reduce the loan amount, that money is not tax deductible. So that's the difference, okay? So once again, principal and interest payments. As an investor, it is best practice to just do interest only. And if you're looking to grow wealth, use all that money. And when I say interest only, I don't mean just do if you could pay principal and interest, like you could afford to do that, don't just pay it because you can, go interest only, and don't just spend the money on something else. Like, don't just go, oh, I'm interest only, so therefore I'll buy a car. Be disciplined and actually save the money, put it in the offset account, as I said, and then when it comes time to buying your next investment property, you can deploy that money at any point. You don't need to go, hey, Mr. Bank, hey, You don't need to approach your borrower and say, hey, can I get access to my equity? Can we apply for a loan? How can we apply to draw down on that equity? How long is that going to take? 2 weeks. Okay, the property I was looking at is gone now. That opportunity's lost. Please, interest only. All the money that you save aside from all the money that you save should be ready and put into an account ready to buy your next property. Hopefully that helped, guys, and I'll see you next time. Just give us a thumbs or a like or a subscribe if this video helped you at all, because I would really appreciate that. Bye.